Hello, everybody. This is Bishop Foreman. Listen, I trust and hope that you're having an incredible day. I trust that today is tef, which means it's good in Hebrew. Hope that your day's going well. Listen, we did something on social media that you all seem to really love, which was we shared a relationship revolution tip. A revolution is a sudden or drastic change. And so relationship revolution is a sudden or drastic change in the way we relate to one another. And so I want you to not only like this, but I also want you to share it. If you keep liking and sharing it, we're going to keep bringing you great content via social media and other mediums that can help you to love God, love people, and love life. Trademark. But in all of that, I want to share a quick tip with you today that I did in our series, Relationship Revolution, that we taught, the original Relationship Revolution series, in 2011. We were talking about bad picks in relationships, and we've all made bad picks in a plethora of different types of relationships, be they romantic or friendships or what have you, business, whatever it might be. And so there's some common denominators to those bad picks. And I encourage you to go pick up the series Relationship Revolution. You can get it from our online bookstore at www.bishopforeman.com. You can also come to the Harvest Christian Center Aurora campus and you can pick up a copy of it because there's some great teachings and great material in it. You know, if you keep doing things the way you used to do them, you're going to keep seeing what you used to see. And so you think because it's a different person and that you're interacting with that things are going to be different. But the reality is if you're the same, the situation is going to be the same because you're going to make it what it is that you are. The Bible says, as a man thinks in his heart in Hebrew means mind, so is he. So I want to encourage you with a couple of things to help you to not make bad picks in relationships. Now, we talked about Samson in this series. Samson, his name literally means mighty warrior. But he made some awful relationship decisions. And the big one we all know about, but there were more before that. But the big one was Delilah. And Delilah's name in Hebrew means one who weakens or makes poor. It was a bad pick. And he thought that because he was so mighty in all these other areas that somehow he was exempt from making bad relationship decisions. He wasn't. He ended up making a horrible decision that ended up ruining his life. Now, I want to give you a few reasons why people make some bad picks. A bad pick is normally revealed through time. And the reality is that relationships don't fail up during the course of a relationship or at the end. Relationships fail up front. And so if you pick wrong up front, you're going to experience issues that you didn't have to experience in the relationship. And so I want to give you a few things that are going to help you to make better decisions in your relationship. You get it? I got my notes here because they were so good. I printed them out. I went old school on it today. Number one reason people make bad picks in relationships: pride. Pride makes you ignore what's right in front of you. You won't see the red flags that are there because you see what you want to see and not what's actually there. Pride will be a bad pick. Second reason people make bad picks: lust. Lust generically means strong desire. Samson made bad picks because of the lust of his eyes. He looked with his eyes and he said, wow, she looks good. And he made poor decisions in relationships. You can also, number three, pick because you're manipulated. Sometimes people are showing you what they want you to see because they have an agenda, they have a motive. And so that's why it's always important to give relationships time. For the first 90 days, you don't really know who you're really dealing with. That person is putting on who they want to be. And so the best thing to do is to give a relationship time. Literally, from a psychological standpoint, our minds don't even produce the appropriate decision-making processes in the first 90 days of a new relationship of any kind. Fourth reason is you pick too soon, which I just talked about. If you make a permanent decision in a relationship in the first 90 days of that relationship, it's probably going to be the wrong decision because, again, your mind's not even operating properly. Number five, pick because of low self-esteem. If you think low of yourself, you're going to pick low people to be in your life. And here's the problem. You might think low, but you're actually not low. And so the moment you wake up to the fact that you're not low, you're going to look at what you picked and say, why in the world did I pick that? Fifth reason people make bad picks in relationships: they pick because there's a child involved. We have a child, we ought to do the right thing. I hear Christians say all the time, we're going to do the right thing. Well, where in the Bible did it become the right thing to turn it wrong and try to make it a right? Abraham did that. He messed up and he had Ishmael. God told him to wait on Isaac. He tries to do it on his own. He has Ishmael. And he says, Lord, take Ishmael. Please take Ishmael. God says, no, you did that. I have nothing to do with that. I'll bless him because it's not his fault. He didn't ask to be here, but I have nothing to do with that. Sometimes Christians have been taught to do the right thing, but sometimes the right thing is not biblical and it's not the right thing at all. And so choosing to stay in a relationship because of a child is an awful reason to stay because it won't last. And this is why you see people that have been married for a long time and then years later, once the kids are all gone, the relationship ends. You say, well, how did that happen? It happened because it was broken up front. It was never good, but the kids kept it together. All right. Next reason, Go get the series. Go get the series. It's going to bless you. Relationship Revolution. Like it, share it, and we'll keep bringing you great content via social media and all the other mediums to help you love God, love people, and love life. Relationship Revolution. Have a great day, everybody. It's Bishop Foreman.